So Mudlark in Scotland would like to continue where she left off after episode 1 and 2 of the David Methven Scottish Spongeware videos that she's recently uploaded. So this is episode 3 and I'm going to continue showing you the dump dug pottery that I have found over the last while dump digging. Here's a lovely piece. It's in red and green with a single motif here and some rather nice, potentially bluebells. There's no line on the top part here, which is one of the diagnostic features in this type of pottery. You can sometimes age the pieces by the type of border line that they have there. Rather nice, and as I say, David Methven was a very crucial person in the history of Scottish pottery in Fife, being the man that not only owned Links Pottery, originally he ran a brick and tile works there, and his family ran the business in variations up until 1928. And as I say, his people, his family married into other great potteries within the town. So there you are, first piece, and I'll move on. Now this is just really to give you an overview of the different motifs you can find on the spongeware. Another floral, and again in red and green, which seems to have been the popular colours of the time. Always check the backs because some of these are double-sided. I have a blue piece here, simple diamonds, and as you see, we have a border feature here, so that will help with the identification. I'm not going to spend so much time today going through it all. This piece I rather like, it's one of my favourites because simply it has black and red, and these are two of my favourite colours in combination on spongeware. And the roses look rather interesting. So yeah, I do like the black and red stuff, and it is a bit rarer. Another blue with a nice fluted effect here, on white, and probably part of a sugar bowl. So not only do they vary in palettes, they vary in design. This one I rather like as well. I call it the daisy pattern. That's probably not the official name for it. That is a rather interesting piece. And we have a border down at the bottom here. And nothing on the back. But there you go, another one, just to show you, as I say, all the different variations you can get. This is part of a cup with a tiny border on the top and what looks like potentially ivy leaves, and the handle's still there. It wouldn't hold much tea, would it? Right, moving swiftly on. Another floral with a slightly lighter green this time. Sometimes you find these with a very lime colour, almost neon, and they're rather beautiful pieces. And these pieces, if you have recorded them and archived them and said, you know, the source of them, whether it's a bowl or a mug or things like that, once you've recorded them, these can always be cut out as single motifs for a lovely pendant or earrings or anything like that. Okay, I'll move on again. There we go. Another rim, and this probably is holly. So this might have been a Christmas mug. And again, let's see. This one's rather nice. It is like well, it's not a fern leaf. Trying to think. Maybe ash. On the top. Strange spongeware motif on the top. Quite chaotic looking. And here you go down here. Put it in the comments if you recognise the leaf that I'm showing you here. I'm raking my brains at the moment and just cannot think where I've seen that leaf before. But I will try and find out. Very quick reference to one of those lovely guides that you get on trees. And another lovely blue piece this. I do like this piece. It's bordering on purpley navy colour, and it's another flower with more detail on the leaves, of course, and little blue bells at the top, or hair bells. It depends where you live, what you would call this. Nothing in the back. This bit's quite interesting. It's green and red. Green and red. Rather nice. I'm not sure how common this motif is, but it looks slightly gorgeous to me. Oh, I like this one, possibly from one of those spongeware animal mugs, and its leaves in a grey, green and brown. So rather a little special piece that, and one I'm happy to have in my collection. This one is even stranger. If you notice, they've put a base colour on and then they've printed with the sponges on top. And outside, on the other side, it has a very thick line. But these are nice pieces when you see overprinting like this, and yeah, I really like this piece as well, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. We have another purple piece, and purple piece is a rarer palette, and I think again this is part of a sugar bowl. So yeah, lovely double band here as well. I do love the rare purple pieces as well. Nice variation on the theme there. Sometimes you find them where this cog is all red or it's all green, but this time it's half and half. So somebody being a little adventurous, and this is a rim piece again, which I do like collecting because, as I say, it helps to date them. And this would have been a 1, 2, 3, 4 colour piece, and anything with 3 colours is pretty rare. This piece, another piece of that big sugar bowl that we saw earlier, which are called the daisies. Rather nice. I have 2 large pieces of this, but not enough to complete a complete sugar bowl. We have a fairly large mug, a piece of mug, in green. It's like a sage green, and you can see how the printing, lots of ink here, and as it goes along it begins to run out, and it's with grey, and it's very faded and where the grey is. But yeah, again another nice piece, and if you weren't interested in keeping it as a half mug, it can always be made into a bracelet or something like that, because it is on a curved shape. And yes, rather nice, and another rare palette. And you're wondering why I say, oh, it's a rare palette. Well, because I've been collecting spongeware for such a long time, both on the beach and at dumps, you can deduce what is common and what is rare. If you keep finding red and green pieces where you say, oh well, that's been really common in its time, and if you find pieces like I just showed you, you recognise that, oh, never seen those 2 colours in combination before. So, and again, the grey and the burgundy, you do get grey spongeware, which actually litters one of the tips that I frequent. It seems to have been very common as well. But this is a nice combination. Again, another rarity. This one is a rather involved pattern on here, and as you can see, on the whiteware, which is sadly degraded in the dump, if I was to chip at it or smash it into 2 pieces, you would see how white and clean the inside actually is, but coming from the dump, the edges are really needing cleaned up. But you do call it whiteware, and this has been beautifully printed. Lovely. Not printed, sponged. Another piece, red and green again, and this cross on the top, and it would have been a larger motif on here. So even taking these small pieces, you can find out what the image might have been on the larger piece. And the puzzle continues as you find different things. A few more bits and that will be the video for today. This is a rather nice piece with blue. Nice, I like that piece. This is an unusual pattern. This one, blue, daisy type things. But these flowers are an interesting shade. Yeah, that's another interesting palette. Sorry about the noise, but they do tend to clank when you're putting them down. And as I say, this particular pattern litters one of the tips that I go to, so must have been fairly common. We have another tealy blue colour here, although it appears more navy on the camera. This is actually teal, and I think this is a rather rare sponge pattern. And again, I would like to see a whole one of these, but once a continued research has been done, that will be possible. Now this is a lovely piece. Again, I think it's older. It's a purpley blue on here and green on the top. And this combination of colours is older and rarer. And again, the shape and form of this I think would have been a bowl. You see what I mean about this purpley hue to the blue. Rather nice again. And another lovely border in the green. And red, of course, very common mix of colours. This is a bit rarer palette. Blue and brown and green. I would have liked to have seen a whole one of these, and it looks potentially like it should be oak leaves, which makes me think that maybe one of those animals was on a piece like this, maybe down here. Okay, so that's that one, rather nice tree colour combination. We're coming to the end now, and I'm finding pieces that are similar to what I've already showed you, so I'm going to end on this little piece. Don't think we've seen this one, and you're welcome to see it with me. Okay, so another video on my collection from the dump of David Methven, the Links Pottery owner, and the spongeware for David Methven Spongeware, which I can find in my native local area, which is Fife. So thank you for watching. If you do like this content, you can always subscribe, and that's what subscribers do best. So thank you and bye bye, and there will be an episode 4 because I have more.